Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we're going to be creating this cute card. This is kind of besides the fact, because this is a fall card. I just never got a chance to film it, but I have the card and I have all the different pieces. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and film it just so that you have it for next year or so that you can use it for the upcoming years if you still have the stamp set. So this is a, if you're friends or pumpkins, I'd pick you. It's a cute kind of like a Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving card. And you can always like tweak the sentiment, of course. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be using Garden Green as well as Pumpkin Pie. For my colors, I did use the Stampin' Blends and I'm using Pretty Pumpkins. I'm using the same sentiment as well as the different images that come with the stamp set. Okay. And like I said, this is the card we're making. So I'm going to leave that on the side. I'm going to bring all of my things in. So we have this card. This measures... Sorry. Bits and pieces of stuff. Okay. So this measures 4 1/4 by 11 squared to 5 1/2. And then you have your base card that's 4 by 5 1/4. And this will go on the inside. We're just going to go ahead and stamp it first. You'll need some dimensionals to pop up the sentiment. You'll need another strip. Actually, no, you don't need this one. This is the one that we're going to be cutting, so this is extra. I'm going to be cutting off a chunk just like this here, like I did here. So this is basically this piece here. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Then you'll need a piece of the Garden Green, and I seem to have lost my measurement sheet. So this is 5 1/2, so the size of the card, by 1 1/2. And then you'll need a Whisper White piece that measures 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and start stamping before we assemble. I have all the little bits and pieces here that I've already colored and cut out. I fussy cut these because I did not purchase the bundle, the stamp set with the dies. And let's see. So let me go ahead. The inside I stamped on Pumpkin Pie, and I did the same for my sentiment. So let's do the image on the inside first. Now, it's been a while since I've actually sat down to stamp and or to film. And that's because I actually went back to school. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of the other videos before that. But I went back to school, and that's been keeping me pretty busy. So I'm still working full-time, and I am going to school full-time. So again, my apologies for not having any new videos out recently, but that is the reason why. But I will try to be a little bit more consistent. Oh, that one moved a little. And another thing was that I was reorganizing my craft space, which is basically a craft closet. And the table that I'm working on now is actually within that same closet, and that's where I keep all my supplies as well. So I just finished organizing my craft closet and trying to get it so that it works a little bit better and it flows better for me as well, which has been a little hard because of the lack of space, but I'm making it work. This is a little bit larger than the other side, so I have similar bits or workspaces on both ends of the closet, and the closet's like a one-person closet, so it's very tiny. But like I said, I make it work. So this is 1 1/2. So we're gonna cut off using the paper trimmer 1 1/2 all the way to the 5 1/2. So let's see. Line it up with a 1 1/2, and then I'm gonna do the opposite. I don't like running it downward just because I might cut too much. And I'm gonna line it to the 5 1/2. And then I'm going to run it up. And then I'm going to go ahead and line it at the 5 1/2. And then I'm going to cut up until I feel that they come together. There you go. So there you have that. And that's all the cutting you're going to do. So it's somewhat of a fun fold, but not quite. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put the inside card first. Let me grab my adhesive. I forgot to take that out. All right. Got a few of these standing backwards. Ready to go. Okay. There we go. I do have some videos coming, or some cards lined up from way back when I was still really on it and planning my next videos. I kind of left off wanting to do some Thanksgiving, and that's the whole purpose of me buying the Thanksgiving stamp set, the Pretty Pumpkins. But as it were, I did not get a chance to really use it much. That was I was kind of disappointed that I didn't get to use it that much. Put that on the side for a bit. Let me get my Stampin' Dimensionals. But I do have 2 different stamp sets for Christmas, or, you know, for this holiday season. So I'm planning to make more cards. I made some tags not too long ago, and I do have a couple cards planned out. I'm going to see if I can use the new stamp sets and then some of the ones that are still in the annual catalog that carried over. I have the Poinsettia bundle, and I really like that one. I made some really cute clothespins, and I don't remember if I did a video on that or not, but I have those. Recently ran into them when I was trying to sort out my stuff, so more videos to come for sure, especially now that I'm a little more organized, you could say. And things are looking up as far as my planning skills here. So I'm going to use different sizes. I have a few of these. These are the Holiday Rhinestones. I believe they're still available. Using those in 3s. Okay, now that I have that, we're going to go ahead and do the placement of the cute little pumpkins here on the top. I'll leave that closer so you can see. And again, no rhyme or reason. I started off kind of setting them out down first and then kind of trying to plan where I'm going to fit them. So what I'm going to do is do these bigger images first, and just be careful where you place the adhesive. You're trying to get this covered and making sure your adhesive doesn't go over overly much, and making sure you don't pass that score line as well. So a few things to watch out for. Okay, and then what I did is I tried to layer these down, and I didn't do any dimensionals on these just because I already had popped these guys out, and because I was going to layer them on top of each other. So and again, you can play around with like the setup of these so that it, you know, mostly benefits your creative ideas. So let me see if I can slide this guy in. Yeah, that one went over a little bit. I'm just gonna tap it with my finger. And again, if you have this, I got this at the Dollar Tree. It basically removes adhesive. So when it dries up, if you have an OO somewhere, you can use that. Okay. So I believe that's all I did. And here is the cute card here. Again, sorry, this is a little after the fact. But as I said, you could still technically use this video for ideas on other cards, or use this video if you have the stamp set for next year's card. So I really thank you very much for watching. Again, stay tuned for more cards. I'll be doing some Christmas cards next. Thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a great day.